Hey there. So tonight I am going to talk about the second decan of Aquarius with the tarot cards. The first decan of Aquarius started January 20th until the 29th, which was yesterday. The cards for Aquarius are the Star card and the Fool. And the first decan for Aquarius was the minor arcana, the Five of Swords. Okay, and then the ruling um, planet is Uranus, which is the Fool again, um, and Saturn, which is either the world or the devil. So we a little carryover from Capricorn season. Now, I'd had some thoughts about the Five of Swords, the energy just departing. And, I was actually thinking about the pearl, how that extra sword disrupted the balance, but, just as in a pearl, how a pearl is formed, it, you know, the imbalance ultimately creates something beautiful. Um, so the Five of Swords, I think, was a call to, just to reorganize and reassimilate the elements, and to then, of course, seek to bring some balance back to the situation, whatever that might be. All right, so now, as of today, until February 8th, we will be in the second decan of Aquarius, which is ruled by Gemini. Gemini's um, Gemini's card is, of course, the Lovers. Sorry about this. All right, and we have the Six of Swords as the minor arcana. Balance restored. And the ruling planet for Gemini is Mercury, which is the Magician card. So there is certainly a sense of bringing things back into balance, and finding harmony again within the situation. I mean, that is, of course, life, isn't it? It's always, um, you know, being in balance, and then, unless we stay in one spot, there's always going to be new things to assimilate, which, can knock things off of balance, but in time, things come back into balance. And with the Six of Swords, there's a peacefulness. Um, just, just, and I do get the feel from this card that there is no fear in this card. It's just the bringing of it back into balance has taken a bit of energy. But just as in the Four of Swords, I mean, the Suit of Swords does have that. If you think about the, say the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords, it's almost the same energy of that extra sword just throwing things off. But when balance is regained with the Four of Swords, there's rest, and rest doesn't have to mean sleep, but it just can be letting one's guard down. Yeah. You know, this is not about the Chinese New Year, but I just had to notice the symbol on the magician's shirt, the snakes, and we are leaving the in middle to late February. We are departing the year of the snake and moving into a whole different season, a whole different energy with the year of the horse, which is really cool. And this is not about Chinese astrology, it just drew my attention. And, you know, I will say, since I started this topic, with the Chinese New Year, you know, with the Chinese New Year, that's kind of full energy at the beginning, new landscape, new trajectory. Well, maybe this a new view on the trajectory. Um, I like I like the magician with um, that energy. And let me see. I don't know. No, it's not going. This will not go until these cards will not move until um, through to the Chinese New Year. But maybe it's just something to think about. Think about how one will navigate the new energies coming in, and really assessing the tools available, the talents available. Yeah. And of course, the blessed lovers card, the union. And here we see, you know, with the swords, we kept, you know, that energy of the third being disruptive. Here, the third energy is actually divine energy. So if if the two, if the can agree and work with the third energy, the divine energy, I think that yeah, perhaps the anxiety of imbalance can be more easily overcome, because certainly this is a card that really feels in the flow. But it looks a bit like a keyhole, a view into the future, and a promise of what can be if one just lets go and trust. And see, the rays of the sun on the water really remind me of the divine light blessing union. Doesn't have to be in a love situation, just the union of union and growing of something, some collaboration. Okay, I am going to actually, because this is Aquarius season, and Aquarius, I mean, I do happen to know a couple of Aquarians, and they are wacky. Really awesome sense of humor, very, very quick, and cunning. I mean, I don't mean that in a negative way, but quick witted and cunning, and though they are an air sign, there's a fiery energy to them. So actually, I am. How interesting. Okay. I have. I'm sorry. I just got confused for a second. I decided to use this deck because it just seems quirky and very Aquarius. And I'm just noticing that this moon kind of mirrors the image with the sleeping cat, almost mirrors the image of this one with the sun and this person in the boat. Oh, and I hadn't noticed until this very moment. So let's see what this deck has to say about the energy of the second decan of Aquarius from now until February 8th. Just a message, and here we go. And we have all the diamonds in the sky. I like that very, very much. It really has that make-a-wish quality to it. But I think there's a little bit of a reminder here not to really go with the flow. I know this is not a water, Aquarius is not a water sign, but there is a go with the flow energy, because you see down here, this little wish puff is puffing away at, what is it? I don't know. I guess this thing is puffing away at the wish, but expending so much energy. Yeah, just no need to expend so much energy. Just let go. Allow things to morph into what they should be. And I think the work is in the trusting. And I'm not saying not to be active in life, but to choose the actions that feel more in the flow, that don't take so much figuring out. Not to force situations. Just allow the best to arrive, the right thing to arrive. I'll get one additional oracle message from this Mystic Manifesting deck. And here we go. One additional message for the second decan of Aquarius, please. Okay, I have two cards. They landed between the Epidote and Rose Quartz. If I take these two stones together, I don't think you can see, but here we are. If I hold these together, if I take these together energetically as a message, as a sentence, is that there feels to be a call to dig deep into our intuition, and to do so with trust and love. And so with a beginner's mind, that is so Aquarius, the beginner's mind, which is so creative and so full of zest and and belief. So hold on to those ideals as you walk this month and this Decan especially. And yeah. Okay, let's look at the cards that came. All right, the first one is infusing intent. Use crystals to amplify intentions and help to focus your energy. I magnify my soul power. And the second card, inner peace. Cultivate inner calm through meditation or mindful practices. I let go and have faith. Well, I think that is a perfect message for this second decan of Aquarius. Yes. With the enthusiasm that the energy lends. The Fool, the Magician. Yeah. And the Star, too. Because in growth, there do need to be those moments of pause and yeah, and trust. So here we go. I will leave it here, and until next time. All right, sweet now, sweet tomorrow, and have a fabulous second decan of Aquarius. Okay, bye.